waiting for my Facebook feed. I don't know, guys, if you can hear me yet, but we're getting there. Okay, I see my Facebook page. Is that me? Yay! Yay! Whoo, that was quick. I can see me. That means I'll see your comments too. Let me stretch that window a little bit more. Excellent. Woohoo! Hi, everybody. How's your Sunday going? Hope you're having a great time, enjoying yourself, relaxing, perhaps taking a health day, just doing nothing. I kind of managed to do that yesterday until the evening that, we dropped by my parents, said hi, and had dinner together. That was nice. So, yeah, I feel like Saturdays, unless I have something scheduled like um, group class with my students, master class, or an event that I have to perform at. Saturday seems to be that kind of day for me so far until all the events go back to in person engagements. Please tell me if my mic is way too loud. It sounds to me like it kind of is. I'm going to try to turn it down a little bit. How's this? Better? I think that's better. I don't know, honestly. So comment, guys. Let me know if it's too loud, if it's too much, okay? Comparing to my playing, I think it's good. All right. So today I will go back to some of the songs that we had in Obsidian. And good news, we have already transcribed 3 songs with my new producer, Michael Kondakov. And we're going to basically just keep producing songs this way until we're ready, until we have structured all of them. And then we're going to start reaching out to my amazing collaborators, including David Miracle, Bridget O'Regan, Dr. Dra, Chantal Debay, Nina Soifer, and many other amazing people that I want to work with. So, so far, everything's going good, doing well. Step by step, a little by little, once a week, I write out a chart and he sends me what he did with it in his production studio. So that's amazing. And of course, it's not anywhere close to finished product, but it's a start. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, but today I will actually revisit some of the songs we've already created as demos with, in the past couple months or so. So also wanted to sort of bring up the topic of the fact that when you have something in your life, learning to be grateful for it and learning to appreciate it and to enjoy it will actually bring more success and happiness into your life and more opportunities, more um, amazing people, whatever it is that you value, right? If we don't learn to be grateful for what we already have, it's very difficult for these new things to come into our lives because if we're not enjoying what we already have, it's like our universe doesn't give us more because we're not ready to handle it. So when we are grateful, like I am grateful for so many things. I'm grateful for my family who support me constantly and endlessly and unconditionally, for their love too, and for everything that they've done for me, and not just me and me and my fiance, for our lives together. And I'm also grateful for the people I work with. I work at an amazing team in Mississauga Fine Arts Academy, Mississauga Academy of Music, um, the coworkers and my colleagues and my boss, 2 of them, my bosses, who are amazing entrepreneurs, and I look up to them and I strive to be like them when I'm, a little more experienced. And the students, my students, oh my god, it's like the best thing ever. So they're so creative and they're so interesting. Like they have a perspective on everything that is just so fresh and new, and like it's the best. Honestly, I always say that my best clients are my students. It's true, because they're so creative. They give me so many ideas and I'm happy to fulfill them. I'm actually building my own portfolio on top of some of the ideas my students gave me years ago. Like I had a 10-year-old who showed me Lindsay Sterling's video way back in the day, 2012, and he said, "Look, Vera, you do that. You should do that." I'm like, "You're right. I should do that. Thank you." And that's been actually started coming out in public as a dancing violinist with my crazy choreographies and violin too, because I saw that she was doing that. So that must be okay. That must be acceptable. So yeah, that summer I actually had my first show on Dundas Square as a dancing violinist. I went busking with my friend who coincidentally was organizing like a music circus. His name's Jason Dowell. He's a composer, and some of our professors were playing too. So it just everything worked out. So in 2012 was my debut as a dancing violinist. So yeah, it's amazing how when you open to the opportunities, they come in, right? But today's main topic is about being grateful. So I'm grateful for my family, for my life, for my students, for my colleagues, for my mentors who I look up to every day. And I feel like I'm in the best position because I'm right between my mentor and my students, so that I have someone to learn from, and then I pass on that knowledge to my students. And that's the greatest thing in life, is to keep the flow, keep the flow going, keep the circle, circle going, right? So when you're in that position, I feel like that's when the most amazing things happen in your life, because you're in constant engagement, right? You have something to give, but you also have someone to learn from, and that's to me the best thing ever. Yeah. So tell me, guys, in comments today what you are most grateful for, what it is in your life that maybe is something recent, maybe it's something that's eternally been supporting you, like in my case. Maybe it's something new that you've discovered and you realize that you're really grateful for it. It's like, sometimes you have a friend and you don't really realize how much of an impact they have on you. Oh, by the way, I'm really grateful for my best friend who's helping me through all of my grant applications. Anastasia. We're both summer babies. We have our birthdays in July, so that's coming up. Meanwhile, tell me, guys, what you are most grateful for. Perhaps it is a person that you didn't realize they had a huge impact on you, and you were like one day, "Oh my God, I'm so grateful to have this person in my life," or "Oh my God, I'm so grateful that I'm living in this city." It's like, "Oh my God, I'm so grateful I'm living in this area," or something like that. Anything. Write to me in comments what you are grateful for, and that's been most relevant to your life. It could be anything. It could be people, could be opportunities, could be good health, could be healthy mental state, anything. I'm grateful for all those things and so much more. And I feel like this being a grateful feeling is actually attracting more amazing things into my life. So I hope that's like it for you too. All right. Meanwhile, today we're going to experiment with a few things. First being, I will play for you a couple songs in the setup that I already have. On the last track, I'm going to try to use, because I have a sound card here, and I haven't realized until today that I actually could use special effects on it and create some distortion effects on my violin. Okay, so we're gonna try. I tried to explore it a bit on my own today, but I didn't have enough time. So I'm like, okay, I don't mind if we try it during our session, and then I'll play one song for you guys. Good morning, Byron. Let me know in comments what you are grateful for in your life, or your day, anything. So today's topic is all about being grateful and thanking the universe for all the amazing things it's brought us. So hope you're doing well. Yay. So basically, I'm going to play two songs with the setup I already have. And the last one, we are going to try to create a little distortion effect for me, okay? So here we go, you guys. Here's Obsidian. that was Obsidian, as you guys already know it. There's something with the balance in my equipment. I feel like everything's too loud. Maybe it's because I cleaned my ears this week. Everything sounds too loud. Let me know how the balance is. Is the track too loud? Is my voice too loud? Is my violin too loud? Let me know, okay? Hey, Miri. Miri says, most grateful for art, literature, and music, the three graces of any life worth living. Amazing. I totally agree. Yes, that's true. I feel like those are the kind of paths that if you live that path of an artist, you always have something to look forward to. You always have something to work on. You always have a goal, an idea. And I've been grateful also to be sort of given that sort of path and inspiration in my life. So definitely agree. Good note, Murray. Thanks. All right. Byron, hey, thank you. Byron says awesome. Thank you. Well, we have more coming up. So I'm going to do an intervention for you guys now. So this second song on my album that hasn't been fully produced yet, but this is a demo. It's talking about green lifestyle, green living, green technologies, really just being more mindful of what we consume, what we throw out, and how we live our lives so that we can be supportive of our planet, of our environment, which in turn will always feed us and also care for us as it has for, many, many centuries. So I'm going to play that song for you, Intervention. Here you go. that was Intervention. Why is it called Intervention? Because it's sort of like a song to intervene with our self destructive lifestyle and destructive to our planet, destructive to each other and ourselves and our environment. Like, lower the CO2 emissions in our vehicles and stuff like that. So I'm actually very directly inspired by the green technologies because my father is a mechanical engineer in green technologies, and his entire life's passion and work was to make sure we're living green, right? So he has invented quite a few things that help you with that, like his fuel efficient spark plug that not only reduce the carbon emission but also improve the way that your vehicle functions. Um, Also, what else? Like he has in a idea a fuelless engine that runs on water, but it has not been built yet. It's something that is way ahead of its time, so he does need a lot of funding for it. But yeah, so his entire life was kind of like inspiring to me, watching how he's so passionate about these things. And engineering takes a lot of creativity, you guys. So often people think, oh, if you're a musician, you must not know anything about science, or vice versa. If you're a scientist, you probably don't. Like, it's so not true. Completely untrue. Like, if you ask my father, he's a big fan of Tesla, and he would tell you that it takes a lot of creativity on either side of the spectrum. Like, it's nature doesn't work like that. Nature doesn't divide things into disciplines. We have to be aware of everything. We have to be mindful of all the different perspectives. So, all right. Byron says, "Yee!" All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So yeah, that was fun. This song was fun to write. In the end version of this, I'm pretty sure we're gonna add a huge metal drum to this metal drummer. I'm actually in the process of looking for a Canadian-based local drummer who can help us out with that. If you know anyone who is based on Toronto, Canada, or anywhere near that area, even if with a little driving distance, please let me know. I'm looking for a really amazing metal drummer to add to my album because I think like this is going to be the driving element in every track. Meanwhile, let's conduct our experiment, shall we? So for that, I have to plug in my instrument to my sound card and see if it works. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to try doing that. And sorry, it's going to be a little noisy because I don't want to turn up everything to do it. So here we go. Okay, so I'm in the sound card. Right now you can hear my sound's very plain. Right, there's no echo, there's no nothing. This is how I do my recordings. This is how I record tracks. So they're straight, simple, plain, nothing added, no effects. And then in the studio, the engineer can help me add more stuff that I want, right? That we both think is best for it. Right now I'm gonna try to add a little effect, see if it works. Okay, so this is a little bit of a, whoa, wow, it does it with me too. Okay, I guess everything's connected. Let's try a little bit more distortion. Okay, this seems to be fine. It's just a little echo. Honestly, guys, I think I don't know how to use it yet, so we'll have to we'll have to postpone it until next week. I'll look into it and I'll figure it out because I don't want it to do that on everything. Like I don't want it to affect my backing track, right? It'll be okay if it does that with my violin, but if it's not gonna work that way, then I think we should take it off. That's okay. We tried. We tried. So next week I'll do a little bit of research and I will actually figure out how to do that. And if not, I'm probably just gonna get myself some kind of distortion pedal, like a special effects pedal. I should. I mean, it's been a while. I should just do that. All right. So here we go. Let me switch back. Here's my normal sound again. Okay. We're back to normal. Yay. All right. Meanwhile, well, I do have one more song for today that actually we are working on with my producer this week. It's the turquoise. And as you guys know, the whole album is inspired by beautiful gems and rocks from all around the world. Turquoise is native to Turkey, but it's also found in other places. And I love the fact how it's so bluish, kind of bluish purplish turquoise. That's where we have the color name from, right? From that gem. And to me, stones are just such a huge presentation of the process of growth, evolution, shaping, and growing. And we look at the rock and we think that it's been solid forever, but it's so far from true. The rocks have centuries of evolution behind them, coming out as lava from the deepest underlying layers of our earth crust underneath the crust. I don't even know what they are. Like, I don't think science is really knows really where they come from. There's a lot of mystery underneath the surface of our planet. So being pushed up and come out as lava in a liquid form, then eventually they solidify, and under pressure they're formed somehow, right? So like from the layers and layers of magma building in chambers underneath our crust, in volcanic processes and earthquakes, geological processes, erosion, corrosion, whatever else happens on the surface once they come out. So it's been centuries, and it takes a long time. Like, to our human consciousness it's a long time, but it's in the earth time, in the universe time, it's really not a long time. So a rock is a living thing, and to me that represents that we too, people, grow and evolved under pressure, being pushed up, being pulled down, being affected by all the weather conditions, these distractions that we have and that we don't always feel 100%, but eventually we're going to come out as a beautiful gem like turquoise. All right. Hey, Chip. How you doing? Waving a big hand from Montana. Hello. Waving a big hand from Toronto. Thank you for joining. Awesome. Fellow violinist. That's great. Send me some of your music. Would love to hear it. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to do one more song for you guys. So here is Turquoise. we have enough budget to support all the videos. It's gonna be another year, and maybe it's gonna be another. So for this one, we're probably gonna make two videos, the two songs in an album to do videos for next year because of the release date. Meanwhile, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It says, aha, something has happened to the volume. I can barely hear it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me now? Did you hear the song? Maybe I'm just not speaking into the microphone because I'm like that. I forgot that it's a dynamic mic. Sorry, guys. So, meanwhile, could you hear the violin? Could you hear the track? Let me know. Anyway, so great to see you guys again. And again, so the topic of this week's discussion is being grateful. What are you grateful for? Write me in comments. Write me in my email. If you're my email site, that's the best way to write me because I love to read those. It's kind of like, my personal thing to do. I open up the emails. I'm like, ooh, isn't it? Ooh. On Facebook, it's great too, but I feel like email is a much better way to hear longer stories, like your work stories, which is you have to read them all to relate to. And if you can join my email that says download all my new songs free, that's below. Second last link before my Patreon. It's the one that takes you to online music coach. That's my that's my opt-in page. So you give me your email and I'll send you 10 free songs from the first album from Iron Fiddle Saga. And I'm happy to do that because it gives me a chance to hear from you, what you enjoyed and how you liked it. So yay! For love date, we are down to 9.2 thousand followers on the Facebook page. Woohoo! Thank you guys. And if you don't know yet, I have recently activated my reviews section. So if you have listened to my music and you enjoyed it or you have something to say in general, just go ahead to my review section, write me a little feedback, rate us from 1 to 5 on a 5-star scale. I'll be happy to hear from you. So there are many ways to reach me. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next Sunday.